Hey there, I'm Angie if you don't know, and I am a stay-at-home mom, homeschooler, like many of you are, but we homeschooled before it was cool. And I've got two kiddos, 11 and 7. Older one's a boy, younger one's a girl. And we, for 9 years, we were a military family. And so for us, April has been the month of the military child. And I want to share a little bit about that, what it means to us, and some things that you can take away from it maybe to get you through things going on today. So the first thing, if you've looked at my pictures that I just posted, it's springtime, so dandelions, which are a weed, unfortunately, but they're all out, blooming. Don't take anything really to make them grow. And the dandelion is the official flower of the military child. Do you want to know why? Because the plant can put down roots almost anywhere, and it's almost impossible to destroy. It's an unpretentious plant, yet good looking. It's a survivor in a broad range of climates. Military children bloom everywhere the winds carry them. They're hardy and upright. Their roots are strong, cultivating deeply in the culture of the military, planted swiftly and surely. They're ready to fly in the breezes that take them to new adventures, new lands, and new friends. And at one point I even did an entire blog post about our lives and what being a military family meant to us. And I gathered a lot of different quotes and things from different people during this time. And when I wrote this post originally, Dietrich was, he was just under 5 years old. So he had been through a lot in that amount of time. When I wrote it, sorry, that was bad grammar. When I wrote it, my husband had been deployed for about half of Dietrich's life. So that was pretty significant. For the first part of Dietrich's life, I was pretty much all that he had, or other adults was all that he had. He didn't have a lot of consistency playing with other kids because we would go and visit my family often, or I would hang out with my friends who may or may not have had kids yet. And so he learned how to interact with different people. And even now, he prefers the company of adults over the company of children his own age. I sometimes have a hard time remembering how old my kids are, because sometimes they seem so much older because of all the things they've been through. They are resilient and they can make the best out of any situation, but they can also take situations really hard and have really strong emotional reactions. And I know some of that is just typical of children in general, but I still feel like there's a different component with the military child. One of the quotes that I've seen often is that military children say goodbye to more significant people by the age of 18 than the average person will in their lifetime. And this was certainly true for us while we lived in Germany. We were at what's known as the end of a PCS cycle, because we arrived in October. So we had that whole year's worth of people that had come in brand new before us. And so we had to say goodbye to that many people before we left. And I think I counted one time, and it was like 13 families that we had to say goodbye to before we moved back to the States. I had a friend that I met there tell me that she always told her girls that our new best friends are just waiting for us to get there. And I loved that so much that obviously I wrote it down. I recorded it so that I would remember it. I think it's very important that we instill that in our children. This thing is a new adventure. This next thing is an adventure. This next thing will bring us new friends. It will bring us new people. And we can grow wherever God plants us. Just like we've done at a previous place, we can do here. So that's kind of, I don't know, a rough summary of all that. I can certainly link you to the whole thing that I wrote if you're interested in that. Then I wanted to get into something else that I thought I always think of whenever I think about our military family, and that is that our kids are what's called third culture kids. And there's a story about, you know, when you leave a place and you go to another place, you change. And then if you have children, they have completely unique characteristics of both cultures that makes them completely different, changes their worldview, influences their life forever. And I don't know, my two kids amaze me all the time with the things they remember, the things they learn, the way they apply those things. And I credit it largely to these experiences they've had. And I think the world that we live in right now, the situation we're going through worldwide, I think that it is also creating a subculture. And you get to choose how you're going to grow your children through this. Are they going to be like dandelions that can grow anywhere through anything? Or are they going to be like a less hardy plant that you have to do a lot more to get them cultivated and to help them? And it's fine if they need more help. But what's not fine is if you just let them stay where they are, not be challenged, not grow, not have resiliency. So those are the things I want to challenge you with today. And if you would like either the link to this article about third culture kids or my blog post, shoot me a message and I'll be happy to get one or both of those to you. Thanks. Bye.